team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. They'll give it to the back. Fighting off the defender. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Raiola. Fires to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Finds his man. It's Barney. Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic. At times, they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time, he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Wants to keep it in the air. Looking for his man. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Huskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Nebraska! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. RPO complete to open the drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
With jet sweep pass. Running into the open space. Off to the races to the right. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown Sooners! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of a dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it near midfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Final play of the quarter coming. Lost a throw on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. first play of the period will be a second down. The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
With the catch, it's Lewis. Pulled down for the tackle.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Mateer. Pucks it out of the air. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Hunter. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Under fire! Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. To the ground with the back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let them go to work.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab, it's Barnes. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Sategna. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that.
Turning it on! And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking for space, it's Barnes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in the middle.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Here's the pressure. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Toss sweep to the left. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Hugs it downfield. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Wants to go up top. This time he's got it. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up.